No, my dear friends, contrary to belief, all penguins are not Catholic. Now, 200 million years ago, there was only one species of penguin, and in this period, of course, they were all Catholic. There was about 1 million penguins on the North Pole, and about that many on the South Pole. And there was this great hole through the center of the Earth, from the North Pole to the South Pole, and it was lined with ice, and they called this the ice hole. Now, it was the penguins' job, my dear friends, to keep the Earth tilted right. When there would get to be too much weight on the North Pole, they would kick so many penguins in the ice hole, and this would bring the Earth back to its right position. Now, this was working good until through evolution there came along many species of penguin. There was the jackass penguin who sat around in groups and brayed night and day. And there was the ping pong penguin who sat around in couples with a big rock between them, and using their wings would bat penguin eggs back and forth at each other. Now, the scientists say that this was some primitive form of birth control. And soon, my dear friends, there came along another penguin called the no-fault penguin. Regardless of what this penguin done, nobody could blame him. And these penguins multiplied in great numbers, and soon refused to take orders from the great Catholic King Penguin at the North Pole. So they got their own religions, and the jackass penguins became Protestant, and the ping pong penguin took up the Muslim faith, and the no-fault penguin, since they were all Jews by birth, took up the Jewish faith. And soon they started arguing among themselves, saying that too many of their own faith were being kicked in the ice hole. And my friends, things got so confused that there was too many penguins kicked in the ice hole at the same time, and this let the North Pole tilt upward just a little. And my dear neighbor, this is what caused the Great Ice Age. Huge sheets of ice 2 or 3 miles thick and hundreds of miles wide started sliding down upon the continents, my dear friends, scooping up huge portions of earth and burying dense forest. Why, my friends, if the city of Chicago and New York and all those other northern cities had been there then, like they are today, it would have done $300 worth of damage. Oh, my dear friends, what a beautiful thought. People come up to me and they say, Brother Underbrush, how do you know all these things when you've never gone to school a day in your life? And I proudly tell them, my friends, that I was on the first expedition to the North Pole and the South Pole with Admiral Die Hard, and we spent quite some time getting acquainted with the penguins. In fact, this one penguin and myself became very good friends, and we worked out a way to communicate with each other. Like this one day I told him the old penguin joke about where this drunk goes into a bar, and he says, Bartender, how tall do penguins grow? And the bartender says, I think about 2.5 feet. And the drunk says, I think I just run over a nun. Oh, my dear friends, let me tell you tonight, and immediately my penguin friend slipped an egg underneath me, which indicated he didn't think too much of the joke. Oh, my friends, they have a marvelous sense of humor. Brother George Underbrush, good day.